Hey everybody, looks like we are back tonight. We've done a lot of streams today, and now we're gonna just get going on our Illusion of Gaia playthrough. This is the third video. I think the last thing we did was finish up the diamond mines. So we're gonna go back to Phrygia, explore that area a little bit and see where we're going next. Good times. Let's get this game back added here. Whoa. Illusion of Gaia. Here we go. I'm glad everyone is safe, but meanwhile, I think Lance should stay here until he recovers. It is good to be among friends again. If only I wasn't so sad. My tears have all been cried. I mean, it's been a year. It's crazy how long it's been. They say I don't know who I am. Kind of strange. We'll fix you up, bud. We'll begin playing the melody. Lance, what is this place? Kara. Somehow I feel a little homesick. I feel like I'm back in the womb. Everything that's happened and the people I've met are pouring into my head. I was raised in the town of South Cape. When my father didn't come back from an expedition, the most important thing in my life was gone. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't stand my father using soldiers to invade other countries. It's awful when someone loses their life. What had taken years to put together was destroyed in one moment. Wonder if Seth is alright. People live on because they forget about unpleasant things. What have I been doing? What's happened to everyone? Lance, your memory is back. I was worried. I wondered what would happen. Well, there's an eccentric inventor in the woods nearby. Shall we go? I think his name is Neil. Did you say Neil? That's the same name as my lost cousin. My cousin Neil, the inventor, flew in the sky in a thing called an airplane. So Will and his group went to the inventor's house. Well, alright. Off to Neil's house. Neil's house it is. It's open. Come in. Neil, it's me, Will, from South Cape. Oh, Will, you've gotten strong. Are all of these people your friends? This person stinks. What are you saying? You shouldn't talk like that. There's a wonderful smell in this room, isn't there? Hey, both of you talk pretty harshly. When you're wrapped up in inventing something, you don't care about your appearance. I don't think the smell's that bad. Not enough to hate me for it. Well, I'm wearing these socks for a month. I've only had mine on for 3 weeks. I guess I lose. I can't believe it. I don't want to breathe the same air as him. I've heard enough about my socks. Make yourself at home. You're Will's friends. Welcome. It's been about 2 years since we last met, hasn't it? I've invented a lot of things since then. The 4 inventions in this room are my best work. Have a look. It's an oxygen tank. There's air inside. With this you can breathe underwater, but there's only 1 minute's worth of air inside. Compressing the air would let you stay underwater longer, but I don't know how to do it. Like, how did he... Yeah, sure. Sure you made that oxygen tank. Those are airplane wings. It's part of a machine that will fulfill men's dream of flying in the air like a bird. The body's too big and you need a runway to take off, so it's hidden in the desert. That's a telescope. You can see stars as if they were in your hand. That's a camera. It will burn a copy of a scene onto printing paper. The problem is that it takes almost 30 minutes. Scenery doesn't move, but to photograph a person means they can't move for 30 minutes. When I used it, the eyes turned bright red like a rabbit's. So he's got this super less than old-timey camera and an oxygen tank. Old-timey camera, oxygen tank. Tell me why you came to see me. Will tells Neil about hearing his father's voice and visiting the world's ruins in his search to find the mystic statues. Interesting. I too have some interest in ruins. The ruins Will talked about are scattered over the world, but they have something in common. Drawing a line among the ruins makes a shape that looks like the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus? That's the Tower of Babel, where Will's father got lost. It's in the middle of the ground painting of the big white bird. There's a new red star below the constellation of Cygnus. That's right, you know a lot. The red star in Cygnus. Will's interest in ruins. Different elements are bound together organically. I don't know if it's by coincidence or by design, but something is going to happen. Fortunately, the Nazca ground paintings are a week's walk east of here. Sure. Good, it's settled. We're going to? We don't want Will to be the only one having a good time. The group went to the Nazca Desert. It was a long way, but you did a good job. This is the most famous of the ground paintings, the Condor. Have you ever heard of it? No one knows why ancient people drew pictures like this. Whenever I come here, I'm overwhelmed by the grand scale. You should go see it for yourself. It's scary. I'll stay with Neil. Up until now, all I've done is go to school, study, and play. Sometimes I wonder if my being here isn't all a dream. Doesn't there seem to be a pattern in the way the rocks are scattered around? When you look at it this way, it's like the white lines at an athletic event. Maybe the ancient Nazca people ran the 100-yard dash here. This is the condor's stomach. If you dig here, you might find eggs. Don't be in such a hurry. Wait for everyone else. The ancients were amazing. I wonder why they made this. Up until now, I've done... Oh, read that. It must be great to paint such a huge painting on a natural canvas. What's going to happen? It's exciting. We'll talk about it when everyone comes back. The mystic statue that Will spoke of is somewhere on this plane. I thought I'd seen the paintings before, but doesn't this condor look like Cygnus? Of course, I hadn't noticed. When we look at it, we see Cygnus, but ancient people probably just saw a condor. Ah, I've got it. Look where the rocks are on the ground. They're positioned like the stars in the constellation of Cygnus. Of course, Cygnus has 9 stars and there are 9 stones. Where is the red star that appeared recently? Of course, at the joint of its left foot. Let's check the left foot. There's a tile buried in the sand. When Will's flute touched it, there was a rumbling sound. Hey, something huge is coming down. Whoa. Will. I got kidnapped. Aliens. There's a strange garden floating in the sky over Nazca. On the ground, Neil and my friends look like tiny ants going back and forth. Could the paintings be an airport for the sky garden? We meet again, Cuckoo. You're a strong boy to have come this far. I know it. This sky garden is our mode of transportation. There are 4 crystal balls in 4 locations. Find each one in clockwise order. Drop off the cliff at the front and back to find the upside down world. Probably a good time to save. Nice, red jewel. Very nice. Oh, I see. Alright, now that I'm the Dark Knight Frieden, they've got nothing. Ouch. Alright, I really hate that thing. No. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, Brian? Alright, I found the crystal ball. I don't know what it does, but I'm glad that I got it. Oh man. Well, we're actually gonna call it there. We've got the first part of the Sky Palace and some of the initial things there. So next video we'll finish up the Sky Palace and go from there. Catch you all on the flip side.